Alright, so we're going to go over identifiers. So identifiers, they are names such as classes, methods, and variables. And we're going to go over like what their conditions are. So they have to start with one of these. You have to either start with a $sign, a letter, or an underscore. It can never be a digit. So if you want to so for example, let's say if you want to declare a variable name, it has to start with a $sign, letter, or underscore. You can't call it, let's say, 3 numbers. This is not allowed because it starts with a number. Furthermore, you can't call it, let's say, hashtag numbers because hashtag is now a $sign, letter, or underscore. So you can't include that. Secondly, you also can't use reserved keywords. So if you wanted to, like, let's say, call a string and you want to name it public, well, public is a reserved keyword. You can't use it for your names. So this is not allowed. Same with int. You can't have a variable named int or static or void or things like that. Those are reserved keywords that you're not allowed to use. Java is also case sensitive. So things like, for example, let's do name and name with lowercase. These two are different variables because they have different cases for n. So for example, if we were to do int name equals 5 and int name equals 6, these two are not the same. Wait, actually, let's do this. Int name equals 5. So though they both equal 5, these two are not the same. They're completely different because of their case. Now with that all out of the way, we're going to go over this. So find which keywords are valid. So first thing we see is miles. Well, it starts with a letter, so that's already a check mark. What else? It's not a reserved keyword, so that means this is allowed. Same with test. It starts with a letter, it's not a reserved keyword, so this is allowed. Now we have something called A++. This is not allowed. Even though it starts with a letter, this is a reserved keyword because this is an incrementation. So this is not allowed. And minus a, this is also a reserved keyword. This is to decrement something. So this is not allowed. This, it has a 4 in the beginning. Oh yeah, and by the way, this also started with a dash. That's not an underscore, that's a dash, so it wouldn't be allowed either way. Now, this, it starts with a number, so that's not allowed. This, it starts with a $sign, so this is allowed. This, it starts with the hashtag, not allowed. Starts with a letter, so allowed. Class is a reserved keyword, so this is not allowed. Same with public and int. These are reserved keywords, so they're not allowed. X, Y, and radius, they all start with a letter. They're not reserved keywords, so they're all allowed.